All right, let's dive into how AI is revolutionizing different industries because, honestly, it's fascinating to see the ripple effects. First up, let's talk fashion, where H has been doing something super interesting. They've created these AI twins for their models, like digital replicas, right? Models like Vilma Hoiberg and Matilda Gvarliani are actually backing this idea. Imagine being virtually present in multiple places at once. It's like sci fi becoming real life. But here's the catch there are concerns, of course. Things like job displacement, fair pay, and even, exploitation. It's not all glamour and glitz. There's also legislation in the works, like the Fashion Workers Act in the US and the EU's AI Act, trying to make sure AI doesn't steamroll human creatives in this space. Now, shifting gears to healthcare, Apple is making waves with something called Project Mulberry. It's like their big play in health tech, an AI agent that could literally give health advice, personalizing treatment plans, improving diagnostic accuracy. It's it's wild. I mean, on paper, this sounds like a total game changer, right? But the medical community's got, well, mixed feelings. Like, are we going too fast? What's the role of the human touch in all this? I don't know, but the possibilities are kind of mind-blowing. And okay, last but not least, let's talk about law enforcement. There's this Australian company, Comtrack, that snagged an AI Excellence Award for their digital evidence platform. What they've done is create this tool that simplifies evidence management for police. Less paperwork, more focus on actual case prep. It's like cutting through all the red tape. But it's not just about efficiency. There are questions around how this could improve transparency and I guess even accountability in law enforcement. Really exciting stuff, don't you think? All right, let's start with CoreWeave. So they just had this huge IPO, like $1.5 billion big. But here's the twist. Even though $1.5 billion sounds like a lot, the valuation was actually lower than they expected. And I mean, that's got to sting a little. Part of the issue seems to be their heavy reliance, like really heavy, on Nvidia and some big tech clients. Plus, they've got a pretty high debt load tagging along. Makes you wonder if investors are hesitant about the whole AI infrastructure space right now. Now, moving on to Elon Musk, because, well, when does he not make the headlines? Seriously? His AI company, XAI, just acquired the social media platform X. Yeah, like the whole platform. This could totally shake up the landscape for AI-driven social media. But at the same time, Musk's also been, making headlines with some political moves, donating to conservative campaigns. I mean, it's Elon. We shouldn't exactly expect predictable behavior, but those moves could, stir things up in more ways than one. And then there's the never-ending rivalry between Google and Microsoft. Microsoft's got two new reasoning agents, Researcher and Analyst, for their Microsoft 365 Copilot. Sounds impressive, right? But wait, Google's not sitting back. They've updated their Gemini AI to version 2.5, and reportedly, it beats out competitors on benchmarks. The real question is, who's going to win over users with better models and infrastructure? It's not just about having the best tech, but convincing people it's worth the investment. And honestly, so let's dive into the big picture, ethical questions and AGI. Anthropic, this company focused on alignment and safety, has been working on their AI model, Claude. They have this vision for creating ethical AGI, like humane and, I guess you could say, principled artificial intelligence. It sounds kind of utopian, right? But here's the thing. Not everyone's convinced. I mean, there's a lot of skepticism about if true AGI is even possible, or if it's just a pipe dream at this point. And then even if we get there, how do we ensure it's, safe and benefits everyone? Big questions, no easy answers. And speaking of big changes, let's talk about Bill Gates' latest take, because it's a lot to digest. He basically said AI could replace doctors and teachers within the next 10 years. Like, whoa. Can you imagine a world where professionals like that aren't essential anymore? It's kind of mind-blowing, but also terrifying. And honestly, it raises this huge thing about skill adaptation. If AI does take over roles like those, what happens to the people doing them now? Are we ready to reskill them? Because let's be real, not everyone's gonna pivot easily to a whole new career overnight. Now, consider this. Andrew Bosworth from Meta made this bold comparison that kind of stuck with me. He likened the AI race we're seeing right now to the space race back in the day. The whole idea that countries need to act fast, like really fast, to stay competitive, and honestly, it makes sense. It's not just about having cool tech, it's about who's leading the innovation and shaping the future. And that's not a trivial thing when we're talking about something as transformative as AI. It's like this huge global chess game, and every move matters. So, yeah, when you step back, all this, the ethics, the jobs, the global competition, it's kind of like looking at a puzzle with a bunch of critical pieces, and we're still figuring out how they all fit together. That's just the reality we're in right now. But on that note, I think that wraps things up for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, the future's coming fast, and, we're all going to have to keep up. Until next time, stay curious.